Well, hello and welcome back to another TechnoWiz video. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, pretty much the Idle Tycoon game, I think, will be submitted to the Game Jam, sadly. So, let me show you why. I'm not quite sure why this is happening, but I was just working on it, and then all of a sudden, whenever I do some stuff, see, it would just boot me out on some buttons. And it's just some random buttons, it's not all of them. And I'm not sure why, because it wasn't doing that before. So I'm not sure why it's doing that, so I'm not sure what error it thinks it has or anything like that. And when you're actually playing the game, you can't play and unpause. It'll just stop. So not quite sure what to do. So I do have some good ideas from other games that I think we could do eventually, like the skydiving. Is it this one? Oh no, how can you find it? Skydiving. This game I think could be really fun if I actually made it a game. But for the actual game jam, I don't think we'll be able to make it in time because as I'm filming this and it will come out on January 12th, and the game jam ends on January 30th. So we're not going to be able to do this game jam. But I have been working on something else, not the techno. What was it called? I don't even remember now. Oh, Techno Sandbox. So I haven't, not that, but I think you will like it. So let me show you that. So this is what I've been working on. So let's go ahead and play it. So if you read the title, it's Time Thieves. So as it loads, I'll explain. So I obviously have a new computer, well, PC, and when I got it, I bought an external hard drive and all to transfer all my Unity games over to. So when I transferred Time Thieves, it broke most of it. I was able to salvage some of the scripts, like the enemy AI, and the inventory, and the health system, and then the player controller. But the entire world was gone. Like all the models that I'd made were completely destroyed, and all the materials were messed up. And when you tried to fix it, it would make everything just all one color. So it was all messed up. But I made this instead because this is what I was wanting Time Thieves to be eventually. But I got to do it now. So as you can see in the corner here, there are 4 different terrain chunks. And if I can walk in a specific area, you can see what will happen if I can get to a corner. I probably need to make the jump a bit higher. But if I go over here, did you see? This went gray. So that's because I'm not in the spawning range of the object anymore, so it sets it to the active to false. So this is a chunk loading system. So there's usually 4 chunks, and as you can see, this chunk is just gone. So this is kind of like how Minecraft does it. It's just a little bit different. I pretty much made the chunk size the same as Minecraft, but pretty much I have this so far. Oh, that was weird. But I also have a tree, but I made in Blender. Oh, also I added fog. That's why everything looks kind of weird. Because if you don't have... Why is the player down here? Because if you don't have fog... Oh, it's because the camera's down here. Because if you don't have fog, you can see where... Okay. You can see where the chunks end, and that just doesn't look that good. So I added fog. It's easy, you just go into lighting and do that. So I didn't add leaves onto a tree because I couldn't really make them in Blender. But right now I'm modeling the Durgian to add back and making him better. So hopefully this will be better for the game, because I don't want it to be a setback, but hopefully it can honestly improve the game. So that's what I'm hoping for. Also, I tried to make a grid building system. So if we go over here, we can create an empty, put grid building system on it, and set this to 0. So as you can see, there's a grid building area, but whenever you try to use it, it just gives errors. So I'm gonna have to debug this. But other than that, that's what I've got done on this. So hopefully this can become the new Time Thieves, because the other one's totally ruined. And I know I have other projects, but most of them, like the Astro and Rover racing, I'm waiting on other games to make because they use my video game characters as racers. So you do races and unlock characters and unlock tracks. So I'm gonna wait on that since I have the core mechanics down for the most part. So I think I'm gonna just wait on that and probably work on this. And if you do want to see me maybe complete the Idle Tycoon game eventually, comment down below in the comments Idle Tycoon, and maybe I will consider finishing it and figuring out what it is doing. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.